Mastery isn't a destination, it's a process. That's the central theme of The Practicing Mind by Thomas M. Sterner, a book that illuminates the transformative power of focusing on the process rather than obsessing over the results. If you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or impatient while pursuing a goal, this book offers a refreshing perspective. Success is not about rushing to get somewhere, but learning to be present, disciplined, and fully engaged in the steps that take you there. Let's dive into this life-changing book, breaking down its key ideas and lessons to help you rediscover the joy of mastering any skill, goal, or habit. Sterner opens the book by identifying a deep cultural flaw. We're obsessed with results. We crave immediate gratification and yearn for that magic moment of arrival when we'll finally feel accomplished. However, Sterner argues that this fixation on the end goal creates unnecessary stress, dissatisfaction, and anxiety. We've forgotten how to enjoy the process itself, the very act of growth and learning. He highlights how modern technology and fast-paced lifestyles condition us to expect instant outcomes. Whether it's Googling answers, next-day deliveries, or crash courses promising mastery in a week, we're losing touch with the natural rhythm of progress. The price? We are perpetually frustrated, burnt out, and disconnected from the present moment. The solution Sterner offers is simple yet profound. Shift your focus from results to the process of practicing. So, what exactly is the practicing mind? Sterner describes it as a mindset where your attention is anchored in the process of what you're doing right now rather than constantly jumping ahead to the outcome. It's about embracing the small, incremental steps toward improvement rather than obsessing over how far you still have to go. Here's the magic. When you adopt this mindset, progress becomes a natural byproduct. Ironically, focusing on the process often gets you to the result faster, and with far less stress than obsessing over the end goal. Consider learning a musical instrument. Sterner shares his experience of practicing the piano. Early on, he found himself frustrated by how slow his progress was. But once he embraced the practicing mind, he shifted his focus to each note, each scale, and each chord. That shift transformed his experience. Not only did he improve more steadily, but he also found joy in playing every day. Central to the practicing mind is the concept of presence. Think about it. When you're genuinely immersed in what you're doing, time seems to disappear. Whether you're painting, cooking, running, or solving a puzzle, there's a flow to being fully present. Sterner explains that this state isn't something reserved for elite athletes or artists. It's available to anyone willing to cultivate awareness. He introduces a simple practice: observe your thoughts. Notice how often your mind wanders to the past or the future, how often you judge your progress or worry about outcomes. Then gently guide your attention back to what you're doing. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to stay present. This doesn't mean ignoring your goals entirely. Instead, it's about letting go of your attachment to them. Goals provide direction, but the steps to get there are what truly matter. Sterner dedicates a significant portion of the book to the value of patience. Why are we so impatient? And how can we change that? Impatience, Sterner explains, stems from resisting the reality of where you are. It's the feeling of, I should already be there, or why isn't this happening faster? But this mindset creates unnecessary tension. Imagine planting a seed and constantly digging it up to see if it's grown. That's what impatience does. It sabotages the process. Instead, Sterner encourages us to treat personal growth like gardening. You can water the plant, give it sunlight, and nurture the soil. But you can't force it to grow faster than its natural pace. Patience is about trusting the process and allowing things to unfold in their own time. Practical tip: next time you catch yourself feeling impatient, pause and take a deep breath. Remind yourself that growth is happening, even if it's not immediately visible. Then redirect your focus to the step in front of you. One of the most empowering ideas in the practicing mind is that discipline doesn't have to feel like a struggle. We often view discipline as this daunting, rigid force that requires brute willpower. But Stirner flips the script, showing that discipline can become effortless when tied to presence and intention. The key, he says, is to make the process manageable. Break tasks into bite-sized pieces and approach each one with full attention. Stirner uses the analogy of climbing a staircase. Instead of staring at the top, focus on each step. Before you know it, you'll have reached the top without feeling overwhelmed. Additionally, discipline becomes easier when you shift your mindset from "I have to" "I choose to." This simple reframe reminds you that you're in control and that every small effort aligns with your larger goals. Stirner highlights a common trap that derails many people: self-judgment. When we're hard on ourselves for making mistakes or falling short, we drain our energy and motivation. Worse, we create a mental cycle of guilt and frustration that makes it harder to stay consistent. The practicing mind thrives on a different approach. Observe yourself without judgment. Instead of labeling a performance as good or bad, treat it as feedback. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn, and every small improvement is worth celebrating. Imagine you're coaching a friend instead of yourself. Would you criticize them harshly for a mistake? Probably not. Treat yourself with that same kindness and encouragement. Mindfulness, Stirner explains, is the cornerstone of the practicing mind. It's the practice of bringing your attention fully to the present moment without judgment. Through mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts and actions as they unfold. The beauty of mindfulness is its versatility. You don't need to sit in meditation for hours to experience its benefits. Stirner suggests infusing mindfulness into your everyday tasks. Whether you're washing dishes, folding laundry, or driving, bring your full attention to the activity. Notice the details, the sensations, and the rhythm. As mindfulness becomes a habit, you'll find it easier to stay focused, disciplined, and patient. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Applying these lessons to everyday life. While Stirner shares his personal experiences with music, the principles of the practicing mind are universal. Here are some practical ways to apply them. Learning a new skill. Break the skill into small steps and focus fully on each one. Celebrate small wins. Building a habit. Instead of obsessing over how far you are from your goal, commit to showing up daily, even if for a few minutes. Overcoming procrastination. Start with the smallest possible action. Once you begin, momentum often follows. Handling stress. When overwhelmed, pause and center yourself in the present. Focus on the next step rather than the entire mountain. Personal growth. Treat every setback as a learning opportunity. You're never failing, you're just practicing. In the final chapters of the book, Stirner emphasizes the importance of letting go of impatience, judgment, and attachment to outcomes. The practicing mind isn't just a tool for achieving goals, it's a philosophy for living. By cultivating patience, presence, and discipline, you create a life that feels purposeful, fulfilling, and joyful. Remember, life itself is a practice. There's no rush to get there, because the true richness lies in the journey. So take a deep breath, focus on this moment, and keep practicing. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights valuable, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Share your journey in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're applying these lessons in your life. Stay mindful, stay curious, and embrace the beauty of practice. See you in the next video.